You guys have been asking dozens of questions about my teacher binder. I haven't made one in a couple years, but I decided to make one this year, and I'm going to show you everything that's inside. Welcome to my channel. My name is Mandy the Handmade Homeschooler. Today I'm going to show you my teacher binder for this school year. I make one of these every now and then. I made one last year. I didn't show you guys the inside of it last year, and I had so many questions about the one that I made this year, so let's jump in and see what's in here. I don't plan on this being too long of a video because there's not too much in here, but the stuff I have in here is vitally important for my daily homeschool life. This is kind of like it's not exactly a planner, but I feel like it's like an extension of my planner, I guess. So I'll show you what's inside. If you haven't yet, make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button, and down below in the description box I have a link to our free Christian homeschooling group on Facebook, and I have links to all kinds of free curriculum trials and things like that. So let's talk about the basics of my binder here. I bought two of these this year, and I wasn't sure if I was going to use one for each kid or one for everything because I wasn't sure how much I could fit, or like how much was going to be useful for me this year. And I was actually able to get everything in one for both of my kids, and I just bought the binders on Amazon. I will link it down below, but I think this came in like a 2-pack, so I just bought a 2-pack so I have an extra one. So my binder in general is just a regular 1-inch binder. It does have a pocket in the front and the back, but I don't really use them. I don't really like the pockets that much. I feel like papers get stuck in there, but I find I don't really use them anyway. There's just not something that I need. So I have that. I also bought one of those like 5-tab things to put in here, but I bought pretty ones because I bought a pretty binder, and if I have a pretty binder, I need pretty binder dividers. So I have everything in here, from answer keys to my schedule to transcript papers and all kinds of cool things like that. So I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to show you what is in here. So here's the front cover of my binder and what that looks like. I like florals, so everything has to be flowery. So here is the inside. The first paper I have in here, if you were at one of the Generations conferences, you might notice this. This was from the reading conference, and this is the 89 edifying stories that they gave out to everyone who attended the conference. I don't think I have a link for this. I apologize. It was one of those ones that we got for being at the conference. I laminated this, and it just has 89 different stories and books that I want to eventually read. I have a whole bunch of them on here that I already have, and I'm collecting even more in here. And they have it broken up by easy, intermediate, and advanced. Okay, so this first section, my dividers are clear, but they have like little designs on them. The first section that I have here is just my important papers. I cannot show you everything in here because we have actual like personal information in here on our kids. So I'll tell you what's in here, but I'm not going to actually show everything that's in here. So first I have the homeschool grading sheets. These are on my website. I'll try to remember to link it down below in the description box. These are a free download that I made. You can grab them on my website, and I do use them for both of my kids. So I have one each in here for each of the boys. Then I have our daily schedule for my 11th grader and my 7th grader, and I just kind of have everything typed out here so I can make sure that we get everything done. The next two papers are reading lists, and we're at the very beginning of the year, so they're still reading their first books right now. But I have one for each child here. The other two things I cannot show you behind the reading list because there's personal information on it, but I have the attendance records for our state, which has, personal information about each child on it. And then I also have transcript papers from our cover school for my 11th grader in here too. So those are kept back there. So the next tab This is the schedule that I have for Redefining School. That is the reading curriculum that we're using for my 7th grader. And this is from Mrs. Mindy. She's in our group, and when she opens enrollment, I let you guys know about it. But my son is enrolled in her class again, so I have her calendar schedule and everything in here, so I know like when he has his Zoom meetings and things like that. And then I have like his actual monthly schedule here, so we know what's going on. So the next one that I have is my 7th graders America the Beautiful lesson activity checklist. So this is 50 pages, and I know you guys are like, you printed out 50 pages. I did. I printed out 50 pages for all the activities because it's just a little checklist for me, so I don't have to keep referencing his textbook. And then I can just kind of check things off daily, and then when I'm done with one, I just take it out of here and toss it in the trash. Super easy. And I have it printed out for the entire year here, just to make my life a little bit easier. Now the last tab that I have, this is the class that my husband is teaching with the boys, which is How Jesus Built His Church. It's from Generations. This is the back of the workbook or teacher book, student book combo. And this is a consumable, and it has perforated pages that are already hole punched, which is great. And this is the answer key for the test and the worksheets. So I can just give this to him and he can grade the kids' stuff that they do together, and it's super easy. And then the other one that I have is the literature curriculum that they're doing together. So I have like little flag tabs on here just to kind of keep them divided a little bit, which is Generations Great Christian Stories. And I did the same thing. I just tore out the answer key and I put it in here so I can just reference in here without having to grab extra books, because it makes my life a little bit easier. And I did this a lot when we did master books. I did this for like every single master books curriculum, and I just tore the answer key out and put it in my book, and I just referenced my book, and I had the schedules in there and everything, so it makes life a little bit easier. Okay, that's it. It's short and sweet. There's not a whole lot in here, but it's all really super important stuff, and it just, I don't know, like I feel like my life is so much more put together when I have one of these. So super easy, super simple, you know, not a whole lot of like really overwhelming things, but again, super vital for me to have every day. And I just basically leave it out with my Mardell planner and my little pink notebook that I've been taking all of my notes in. And those are like my 3 tools that I use. If you guys want to know more about my tools, let me know. I will do a video on those 3 things that I use and how I use them if you would like to see more about that. But for now, that is all I have. I hope that you guys were able to learn how I put my binder together in case you want to do one yourself. Highly recommend it. It's really helpful for me. I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you have a great rest of your day and happy homeschooling.